Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Today we're going to be talking about helpful, proven tips that are going to help you grow your YouTube channel from absolutely zero to your first 1,000 subscribers and beyond. So let's get right into the video. I totally understand. I'm in the same boat as you. I understand how daunting of a task and frustrating at times growing a small channel is. But here are proven tips. These tips are actually going to help. They're things that I have implemented in my own YouTube and content creation strategy that have given me results. Obviously, I haven't been super consistent, but when I am consistent and posting consistently, I am seeing exponential growth on my YouTube channel. So I know these tips work, and if you stay tuned, they're gonna help you too. So let's get right into it. All right, so the first tip is who and what are you helping this individual with? How are you solving their problems? This takes a lot of the guessing out of the next video idea that you're going to be creating. If you know exactly who you're making this video for and what problem you're solving, you're going to be way better off. It's gonna start you off on the right foot, and you're just gonna have a lot more success if you know exactly who and what this video is going to solve. Here are a few examples. Maybe your account is all about taking people that are starting a new TikTok account from 0 to 10,000 followers in a year. That's one. You're very targeted, very niche. You know exactly what you're going for. So you know the types of videos you need to make to provide value and solve that problem for people. Another example is, let's say, adults that are in their 30s that are overweight and want to take control of their diet as well as physical exercise and start to implement certain things. You're targeting it down to a very tight niche, right? 30-year-olds that are struggling with diet and physical exercise and incorporating that into their lifestyle. This is, again, targeted, very niche. You can make videos about that thing specifically. Ability to pinpoint exactly what your channel is trying to solve is going to allow you to actually solve a problem. You're gonna know exactly who you're talking to, which is going to solve the issue of making videos that have value and actually solve problems for people. So that's why we want to target our audience, really know who you're talking to. The key point, if you're making videos that are solving this audience or this group's problem, this is how you're going to get retaining viewers. You're going to get viewers that come back to watch your videos and subscribe to your channel because you're constantly solving the problem that they have. So you are touching on a pain point for them and solving that pain point, or at least giving them the resources and tools to do so. Always know who you're talking to and who you're making videos for. The next topic we're talking about is viral replication. So let's get into it. So this one's pretty self-explanatory. What you're gonna do is you're going to get a list of some of your favorite YouTubers that you aspire to be like or make videos like them, and you're gonna make a list of some of their proven videos that you can see based off of viewers, thumbnail, and things. You can just see that this was an equation that worked. It had success and it has an audience behind it. And what you're gonna do is replicate that success. And so pretty simple, make a list of YouTubers and then make a list of videos that you would like to have videos about that they have created. And you're gonna have a vision board or a list of content to replicate. That's what I'm doing with this video right here. And when I say replicate their success, I'm not saying go character for character on the title and make your thumbnail the exact same. Just follow a similar format or structure it in a similar way. It's okay. You're not gonna get copyrighted for having a thumbnail that's similar to somebody else's. That's okay. Don't make it, screenshot and use their same thumbnail, but make it your own. Give it your own little, give it your own seasoning, but follow the same structure. You can format the thumbnail, the title the same way, and maybe even the video. Maybe you tweak it and target it towards your niche, but you want to follow the same structure. Don't change it too much because you're trying to replicate their success. The biggest reason that I recommend having a list of creators is that you don't copy one single creator's every single video. That is not going to look very good if people can just see like, oh, that guy posted this week and then the next week you have a video that's the exact same and you're just mirroring a YouTube channel. That's not good. You don't want to do that. The value of having a list of creators that you are getting inspiration from is that it has its own voice, right? If you're being inspired by multiple people, you're creating your own voice of inspiration instead of mirroring and copying a single person. So make sure to use a list and be getting ideas from different creators. Our next topic is document and don't create. This is a Gary Vee strategy, and basically what it is you're not trying to create stuff and be a guru and come up with innovative ideas. all you're trying to do is document your story and the things that you're already doing. So the reason I'm making this video is because I currently have, 500, 600 subscribers here on YouTube, and I am trying to grow my channel. So I'm documenting the things that I am implementing that can help somebody that is just starting a YouTube channel or at their first 100 subscribers, help them along the journey. I'm just slightly ahead of them and giving them tips on what I did to grow a little bit more. Find people that you're just slightly ahead of and document your journey to help them along and pave the path for them in a sense. Whatever the shitty things that you have to do in your day or the stuff that you have to get done in a day, document that. You don't have to try and make masterpieces. Masterpieces are not what you need to be worried about at the beginning. Just start documenting what you're doing. So if your goal is to get a coding degree and you're trying to get into computer science, is don't teach people how to get a $150,000, $200,000 coding job because you're not doing that. Teach people about the steps you're taking to get the coding degree, how you study, different strategies you've implemented. Teach people or document the things that you are actually doing and not something that's way ahead that you have not acquired yet. So that is another thing to consider. And that's the beauty of this method and the way of thinking, is just help people that are just a step or two behind you, is it takes all the guessing out of the type of videos you need to make. It allows you to be much more productive, because as you're just doing your day-to-day tasks, you say, oh yeah, I should make a video about this. You don't have to come up with masterpieces. You literally are just documenting what you're already doing. My goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers. So what am I gonna do? I am at 579 subscribers as of filming this. My goal is to get 1,000. So I'm gonna help people first get to where I am at to then push through to the first 1,000 subscribers. It takes all the guessing out of who your audience is, what type of videos you need to make. You already know by just helping people get to where you are and keep moving forward. Next topic is implementing systems that make you more effective. So you might ask, like, what does that mean? What I mean is, at the beginning, it's a lot of information. When you have to script videos, film videos, edit videos, post them, like all that stuff, it takes a lot of time. So focus on the right things at the beginning. So let me explain some of the things that you should be focusing on. A lot of creators, they get inspired, they have a cool idea, so they spend a lot of time focusing on lighting and all these things and all these factors, and then they spend 5 minutes doing their script and thumbnails. This is not very smart. What that's gonna do is people aren't gonna click on your videos because you didn't spend enough time making a good thumbnail. So you're setting yourself up for failure. Even though your video is really good, you didn't spend time on the right things. It falls out of line and you don't actually get people funneled towards your video the way you want to. So then you think you're not creating good stuff and you're frustrated and you want to give up. But no, it's just you didn't dedicate the time in the right areas. Keep in mind that in the beginning, we want to be very efficient. We have our personal lives, we have our family life, full-time job, all these different things that we have to do. So the best thing that we can do to help ourselves become efficient and grow as fast as possible is to optimize our time. So writing solid scripts, not taking forever to write a script. It shouldn't take you a week to write a script. It should take you an hour. You write a script and then you film. And when you're filming, you cut up your videos. I use one of these little wireless remotes here, and between each line of script, I cut it. So that way I can be very efficient. That when I go to edit it, I just slap all these short clips and don't have to cut all the ums, buts, and dead space in between. It's very optimized and very efficient. This is gonna help you save time and be able to produce on a weekly and consistent basis. As you start creating, be aware of your analytics, what things are working and aren't working. This is also gonna help you optimize down the road and figure out where you need to put more times. Something that I've implemented recently is A/B thumbnail testing, and I guess ABC in some instances. Basically, YouTube will allow you to upload 2 thumbnails and you can run like a 14-day test, and it's gonna see which video has more watch time retention, which thumbnail is retaining more people, and then you can set that as your primary thumbnail. So spending a little bit more time on optimizing thumbnails and learning how I can get people to click through to my videos is huge, and it's super important if I'm trying to grow my channel. So that is somewhere to dedicate your time. Titles, thumbnails, and script, having a really good structure to your video that keeps people engaged. This is a topic that I love touching on, which is batch shooting your content. Batch shooting your content is a fantastic way of optimizing and just being more efficient with your time. The reason being is you can have a whole brainstorming session. You come up with 10 videos, let's say, and then after you create your 10 video ideas, you create 10 scripts all in a session, right? You can sit down, lock in, and get that all done. You don't have to wait for motivation to come around, and then when it hits, you start to create. It's just like, nope, I'm gonna set aside the time, brainstorm videos, then I'm gonna script videos, and then I'm gonna edit them all together. Even if you're, changing your shirt, changing a hat or location, just to make it look like it's not all on the same day at the same time, you are able to batch these things together. And then same thing goes for editing. You have already filmed all these videos, so now you can just sit down and spend a bunch of time editing and scheduling these videos out, and then rinse and repeat, and you can batch all these things together. The reason is it takes a lot of time to set up the light, set up the camera, get your settings right, do all these things, when if you just put them all together, it just makes it much easier, and you lose a lot of the dead time in between of having to set up, find motivation, and all these different things. So consider that as well. I'm gonna break it to you guys, hate to break it to you guys. Content creators that are doing really well, it's not because they're super creative people. It's because they found a really good structure and system built around their content. They've turned it into a business. It's like a manufacturing plant. It's very structured, and the product just moves along seamlessly. And that is what makes their content successful, is because they can reproduce and they're very effective. So it's not about being creative, it's about having intentional and very effective procedures and processes. And once you build that system, that's going to allow you to be that creator that you want to be. It's going to allow you to produce at the volume that you want to produce. So think systematically and think intentionally. One thing that you have to do is get rid of valuing your videos as how many views or how many subscribers they bring you. What you need to think about is things that you can control. So the goals you're setting are things that are 100% inside of your control. For example, how many videos I'm going to post in a month, in this year, in the next 2 years, that is something that is 100% in your control, and you control every factor there. Putting your value and your goals around things that are in your control are going to allow you to just take a lot of the weight off your shoulders and not be so down when people aren't subscribing or a video doesn't get as many views as you think it should have. Focus on things that are 100% in your control. Those are the goals you should be setting. This mindset also allows you to focus on the bigger purpose, the things that actually matter. What you care about is growing your channel. So if you're focusing on things that are within your control, like posting consistently, that is naturally and organically going to grow your channel. You're going to grow and evolve, and if you focus on things like getting 1% better with every single video, that is going to make your content exponentially better, which is going to result in growth. It's going to result in subscribers and likes and things like that. But don't make the likes and subscribers your main value, because that's going to lead you to becoming uninspired and just unmotivated with how your channel's going. So don't do that. All right, I know I just threw a ton of information at you, but I know that if you do these steps, it is going to help your content grow. It's going to help you achieve the success that you want. It takes discipline, it takes a lot of time, but if you stick to it and you're consistent with it, you're going to grow the way you want to. So don't give up on yourself. The things you have to say and the things that you want to share have value, and you will find your audience. Just stick to it, I promise you. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell button so you can get notified the next time we drop a video. But guys, I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video, and we'll have more amazing content like this coming soon. So we'll see you in the next one. Peace.